edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand on your favorite platform, Flip TV. This morning, Wednesday, November 13, 2024. Let me start by reading the major headlines like I always do every morning on the pages of major newspapers this morning. I'm starting with the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Minimum wage, states in panic mode over NLC December 1 strike notice. States in panic mode over NLC, that's Nigeria Labour Congress December 1 strike notice. Only 12 states implementing new wage. 24 states yet to implement. 10 states remain silent on implementation. 7 states fail to give commencement date. 6 states promise to pay end of November. You can see the minimum wage is 70,000. Somebody said here yesterday a bag of rice under 30,000. Even with the new minimum wage, how our families be able to cope with the current economic meltdown? Shetima, 6 APC governors in Edo as Okpebolo takes oath of office. It's a new done in Edo State. As Monday Okpebolo, the APC candidate who won the election, was sworn in yesterday, and Vice President Kashim Shettima was there alongside 6 other governors. World Bank, IMF determined to destroy our varsity system. That is ASU, Academic Staff Union of Universities, are saying that World Bank, IMF determined to destroy university system. Let me leave the Vanguard and go to the Guardian newspaper this morning. Youth-Tide offers hope for weak naira amid negative forecast. And you can see the naira being drawn on the front pages of the Guardian newspaper this morning. House of Reps seek review of mining consent process as collapse site kills 13 in Plateau State. I have nothing to hide. Okowa is saying, and Ondo poll, IPAC task INEC security against on neutrality. Nigeria recovered over 5 billion stolen assets in 25 years. That's $5 billion. What have we done with the money that has been recovered? Maybe or maybe not. It has been relooted. I go to the Punch newspaper this morning. The Punch, major headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Ondo poll, Shetima leads APC mega rally as governor Ajayi camp alleged rigging plot. They have been back and forth on the upcoming Ondo poll, which will be held on Saturday, this Saturday. APC and PDP they are accusing themselves of rigging the election that has not even yet to happen. But Shetima lead APC rally as governor Ajayi camp alleged rigging plot. FG services foreign debt to $3.5 billion. Debt, now we are not even repaying in Nigeria. Debt servicing. What is the hope of Nigeria if we continue to pay debt? Ondo protesters arrested over more than child debt in church. That's very, very bad. Grid collapse. EFC probes electricity contracts. Tax panel proposes relief for loss-making firms. That's the point of our newspaper. I'm going to the Daily Trust, and I've always tell our viewers, Daily Trust is a mouthpiece of the North. Bandits burn maize farms in Kaduna. Bandits burn maize farm in Kaduna. Our means of livelihood gone, farmers. Attack and worsening food shortage. There was a man here we did an interview from Benue State. The man kept complaining that ordinarily he sends his family food. His family sent him food from Benue to Lagos. But since the activity of the bandits resumed, he's now sending his family food from Lagos to Benue, which is supposed to be the food basket of the nation. This is a very, very sad development for a nation that have agricultural goods, but we are not able to maximize it due to the activities of S-men and bandits. Zamfara youth protest at DSS quarters over bandits attack. Youth in Zamfara yesterday, they protested DSS headquarters. Why is there no security and everything? Indian Prime Minister visits Nigeria Saturday. Narendra Modi is coming to Nigeria. What does it mean, or what it means, or what does it not mean again? We are going to see after the end of the visit. The Nation newspaper this morning. This federal government agency sanction over meter change. So we're talking about the Nation this morning. Democracy best option. Tinubu declares as Okpebolo steps in. Tinubu is telling Nigeria democracy is the best option. As Okpebolo steps in, nothing more. We must get our democracy jealously. That's what Tinubu is saying on the Nation newspaper this morning on the front page. Ondo 224. Oyebaji to Ekiti in Ondo support Aye Datiwa PDP APC clash over plot to compromise poll. I'm still in the race says one PDP candidates. IPOC urges INEC security agencies to be fair. And you are seeing the pictures of Monday Pomelo. He was sworn in yesterday as the new governor of Edo State. I'm going to have my first reviewer this morning, Mr. Chinedu. Mr. Chinedu, good morning, sir. It's nice having you again. You have always been concerned our platform. Thanks for coming. But I want to react to the words of Omoyele Sowore, who said that there may be a plan against the Igbos not to get to power, and that one Nigeria, because on Saturday we are having exclusive what Mr. Tanko said. He said that Nigeria has inspired since 10 years ago, that's 2014, that we need to negotiate, but that will be on Saturday. But this morning, I want to look at what Omoyele Sowore said, that the Igbos, Nigeria is against them, and the Igbos will not succeed to a larger extent because one Nigeria is making them incapacitated. What do you have to say to this statement?
I think of the workability of Nigeria, how Nigeria is supposed to work, until subsequently he visited Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I think the orientation changed immediately, and when he came back, the first thing Sowore was able to come up was, a pure revolution. He said it's revolution now because he says something from the interaction, from his encounter with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who has been consistent, and a lot of revelation was shared among them. And when he came back, he discovered that the reality on ground. And what is the reality? Nigeria is compromised towards some certain interests, not as a nation, not as a country. That compromise is what led to some people, questioning the rationale behind the unity in disunity. So as a result of that, I think Omoyele was thoroughly convinced after that visit with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that Nigeria as a nation is pure fraud.
Nigeria
as a nation is a pure fraud. It's pure fraud. It's an enterprise. Nigeria is if you look at what Burna Boy is, the Grammy Award winner. He made it very clearly that Nigeria is an enterprise. What I mean by is they are trading with the country instead of governing. So governing the country means they are expecting certain profit at the end of the day. So they run Nigeria not as a country but as an enterprise. If devastated as the case may be, he came up with a concept called the revolution now.
Yes.
Telling you that we can't continue like this. You understand? But another factor where he's trying to, lay his hand on or fist on about the Igbo, quest in Nigeria is a different ball game completely. Everything has been lucided against the Igbo in this country, acknowledged by every, right-thinking person. Knows very well that by the virtue of Igbo contribution to the existence and sustenance and development of Nigeria, that they are even supposed to be occupy the highest post in this country as a presidency for as long as more than any region. But because of what have existed so far, and the people who are making sure that Nigeria does not rise as a nation, because they know that once Igbo got involved, Nigeria will rise. But unfortunately, every attempt to get that issue actually solved has not paved any, produced any profitability.
Yes.
So as a result of that, we felt that we are being mortgaged, we are being sidelined, our destinies have been destroyed, by being part of an entity as dangerous as Nigeria. So at that point, so we decided that the better for us, is to go back and become who we are. It's just like when somebody will come out and say, people need to go back to their roots.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Even there was an attempt, even when discovered, the Northerners should stop being funny, and the Yorubas sometimes some of them should stop being funny, and they knew, that this entity has been compromised. And Ojukwu saw, the danger, and was able to try as much as possible to avoid it. And everything, all the process that would have led to, a proper national unity,
yes,
was destroyed in that Aburi. So because that was what was submitted. The involvement, the cohesion, the collection, the collabo of major ethnic nationalities, including the minorities, were duly represented in Aburi. But unfortunately, that stuff was balkanized by Gowon. Until today, the quest for Igbo, even with the acclaimed 3AR that he was he championed, has it been able to benefit anybody? There's not been able to automatically, as a result of that, be sidelined permanently, to the extent that they were even giving one of the major tribes that pioneered independence in this country, sponsored the Labour Day. We know the role that the British system actually played in all this, but it is critically clear that at this point in time,
yes,
I don't think that the spirit of any Igbo man is still residing or with Nigeria.
You're a man with a great knowledge of history. I want to just in 2 to 3 minutes tell our viewers all across the world, they are always looking for people like you, because we educate on this platform, and we tell it was, like I said, national media is almost dead. You understand? Now we are at the age of new media, where the truth can never be covered. You saw how the US election went, Elon Musk, Twitter and everything, the projection, giving Kamala Harris the victory. You saw what happened, how Donald was able to win due to the new conventional media, which is social media. Now tell our viewers what happened at Aburi.
Okay, very interesting. I will have to. It was the beginning of trying to, make sure that the components that made up Nigeria, we are being put on the table, and different entities, yes, nationality look into it, yes, outside Nigeria, because you know that before that time, the first killing of the Igbo of the Easterners started in 1953. So the Igbos have started witnessing massacre, genocide, without any form of provocation. Simply because, they are explorers. They find themselves, they are adventurous. That is only the reason. And where they find themselves at that time, they want to establish themselves. That was all. And the concept of jihadism, the concept of Islamization, the concept that Fulani came with, Osman Dafodio came with, has also started breeding. So anything that is not in connection with, the religious Islamic faith, yes, becomes a threat. They give you. So the Igbos begin to bear the brunt. Then on that process of trying to put the first or whatever republic in shape, something was actually breeding, because if you look at what Tafawa Balewa, Amadu Bello, them, we are talking about us at that time, was inside them, outside every other nationality. To move and champion, the Osman Dafodio, greed was to make sure that they dip their leg in the southern part of the country and make it their footstool. And the only way they can do that, is to conspire with the British. Go and listen to Winston Hansen, the Prime Minister of Britain at that time, what he said. So they came together because of the resistance from the south, against invasion of the colonial masters at that time. So they have this reservation, and they possibly transferred it to them. No, they were the first people to enter the military. They were the first people to, enter police.
Yes.
The police system in Nigeria started from the north. So they already prepared them, because the stupid understanding of the kind of imbalance they think that the south is more sophisticated than the north, and the only thing they can do for the north, is to give them arms. So in the first place, they do not want nationality and unity of this country. That's the big thing.
Yes.
So on that process now, there was a coup that was supposed to take place on the 17th January 1966. That coup, Nigeria they are still asking Gowon till this moment to produce the report of what's supposed to take place on the 17th. Chukwumazogu was struck on the 15th. Yes. Trying to counter a particular coup that was supposed to that one of 17 was a pure movement, jihadist movement, to totally dismantle and give Nigeria an Islamic structure from the beginning. But the coup led by Chukwumazogu, obstructed that process. But the media will not come and share that with you. Do you know that Awolowo was incarcerated during that period? Do you know that Chukwumazogu was one of the was in the panel that was trying Awolowo at that time? Go and check it. Who charged Awolowo of treason? So and the reason of that case, if you have read some of their books, was to put Nigeria in the status of socialism and welfareism, and that was the concept of Awolowo at that time.
But it has been labeled it has always been labeled as an Igbo coup.
Yes, because if there were platforms like this, you understand, if we have access to social media, you understand, the story would have been different. I can assure you that, because the media, they were majorly located within the western part of the country. Even if you talk about media, Ezekiel was one of the pioneers of the media publication, conventional media in Africa. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. Most of the things you are seeing today was pioneered. They are the pesetas as at that time. So if it was an era like this, it would have been seriously contested. But people have to wait for days for them to see a newspaper to read. I want there is no transformed to them because the truth. So coming on that ground to say it was an Igbo coup. Well, if you say it was an Igbo coup, would you say the one that Babangida, Abacha, Buhari carried out was a Fulani coup? Nobody talks about that at that time because the whole thing has become people are getting more, people are becoming more aware. Yes. You understand? Yes. Yeah, I've never seen it anywhere in the media where somebody come out and say it was an Igbo coup. Babangida's coup was an Igbo coup. So it was that process. It was on that, issue things begin to unfold. So the consciousness that Igbo can never be part of this entity became very clear, and the quest and struggle for identity. So we need to move out from the brand given to us by the colonial masters first, and Nigeria has refused to move out from. So many countries that was labeled, that was given name by Britain, some of them have changed their names. You're right. You understand? Yes. Because Nigeria was bred in corruption, bred in disunity, bred, even those people, Awolowo, Zikiwe, and they were suspicious of each other. So, the not even said that they were not ready for independence. You understand? So coming back now and say that they want to negotiate Nigeria, for me, I don't think Igbo man we are no longer interested. I don't think an average woman is no longer interested. Let them have their Nigeria, since it has gotten to a point that everything is towards selfish and regional interest. I think you saw what Obasanjo said a few days ago when they went and formed Northern League of Democrats or whatever they call themselves.
Yes.
Obasanjo was asking, are you people still on this? This was talking about National League of Democrats, something that has to do with to tell you. Obasanjo said, you are one of the people, region, that have demonized this country. So we're not going to, you see, if you get to a point that it requires, the application of applying force, there's no two ways about it. You can see what is coming from the north. Jihadis everywhere, different manner of Boko Haram, different names everywhere. They are springing up on daily basis, right under the nose of the Sultan of Sokoto. So what are you talking about?
But there's this where it was on Twitter. A man was analyzing. He said Boko Haram in quote was empowered to be against Jonathan's government, and Jonathan was removed. This man is now saying that no matter how you empower, is it this Talukawa, what is the name? Tinubu is not Jonathan. That don't let these people come to kill your people. Don't let these people come to kill your people, because no matter how, Tinubu will not relinquish power. Do you think that these groups are being formed to frustrate Southern president?
What did he go to Saudi Arabia to do? The Tinubu has, if Nigeria is a secular nation, yes, Tinubu has no business going to Saudi Arabia. Yes, that has nothing to do with a UN thing or a world conference.
I wanted to ask you, is Nigeria an Islamic nation?
That is the projection. That is why they wanted to carry out that cube on the 17th that was countered by Chukwumanzogu on the 15th. The excess of that coup was to make sure that that Nigeria become what they are already projecting in their mind.
Yes.
So a lot of countries have fallen into that trap. I can tell you, there are countries that were Christian society before, all of a sudden they fell into Islamization. And if you go there and ask them from what the man was saying, one of the bandits were saying that Biafrans are the obstacle, that they don't have problem with the Southwest, with the Yorubas, because they know that, they made it very clear, they know that the fraction of the West, who a lot of people believe they are Arab Yorubas, are already buying into it. Look at what the kind of statement the president of a secular nation went to Saudi Arabia to say that they're talking about two states. You are endangering yourself. You may not know how it will come, but what you are saying represent that you are biased. You are not you are taking that's why you are seeing Boko Haram everywhere, because when you say Muslim ticket, what do you think? They are springing up every day. They are coming up every day, armed. What are they looking for? Where are they heading to? By the time they are done finally with the middle belt, of course, they already said that the Southwest Yorubas are not the problem. But let me tell you, they are going to meet the worst resistance in their life if they finally attempt, if there's any final attempt to cross boundaries. That is just the truth. So we need to pull out from that arrangement, and become our own, have our own independent in the state. Because you see, when you talk about light, illumination, you talk about Nigeria. Nigeria is in darkness. Yes, Nigeria is in darkness, and the name was formed in darkness. Everything about Nigeria is, signifies, no light. So the only people that bring illumination into it, for you to bring illumination, to bring light inside darkness, you know what it means. You know how difficult. How do you now generate light first inside darkness? So the quest of the status of Igbo in Nigeria is mysterious, and it has something to do with divinity, and that is why from time to time I will keep on jumping those barriers are trying to move forward to reality. But the reality, because the Igbo has spread all over the world, there is a globalization of their presence, and they are using it to get the world solidarity to buy into the concept, of Biafra as the first Jewish black nation in Africa. Yes,
the Speaker of Opposition in the House of Reps, Mr. Ogochiye, said that Tinubu not releasing Nnamdi Kanu is a very sad, very bad development, and it shows that Tinubu is acting on the interest of the Northern people. Do you agree with Ugochinyere?
Of course, it's not no longer a hidden thing now. What is the big deal? Highest thing, they have already given him position. If care is not taken, Global might not come for second term. But if you play according to the game, according to the rules, and what are the rules? Nnamdi Kanu has always been a factor in that rules. You know, yes. Nnamdi Kanu has been factored into political negotiation. Yes. But something is going to happen. You know, that a superior, supernatural, engagement will come upon Aso Rock. And Nnamdi Kanu will be released. And I can tell you that whether Tinubu like it or not. And once the man is there, the calculation, the position of Nigeria as a nation at the global community will definitely shrink.
So, Mr. Chinedu, I'm looking at, let's go to Nigeria's politics now. You are looking at Edo election. Shettima leads APC mega rally as governor. Ajayi alleges rigging plot. 2024. I'm talking about rigging in Nigeria's election. What is the way out for the electoral empires to gain the confidence of the masses of Nigeria?
No, there's no strong institutions. I think this issue was asked, this particular question was raised on another platform yesterday where I spoke. And I made it very clearly. We need to talk about the institutions of democracy first. Yes. We need to build those institutions. The INEC is one of them. Judiciary is one of them. Then, secondly, the manipulation of not having an independent umpire during an election. The one that we appointed will be by the president is no go area. And secondly, thirdly, thereabout, we need to go into begin to transform into deep technology. Where somebody can stay in his house and do the voting. Very easy. Once you vote, you are seeing your vote is counted. Yes, but yes, but for you to wait until you come and queue for line and everybody see you, this form of rubbish played out, vote buying physically, you see it happening live. We need to bring technology into our electoral reforms. And make it a permanent way, of determining who is going to be the leader. Then the judiciary, that's what I'm talking about. Institutions that make up democracy, it's nothing to write home about. That's the only way forward. We can begin to move closer to having a credible leader in position of authority.
So I must let you go now, but thanks for coming, Mr. Chinedu, and God bless you. And as always, come. Let me talk to Oluwawan this morning. The very popular and world famous Oluwawan of Oga.
Good morning. What's happening?
Oluwa, I'm fine, but I'm looking at Ondo election. In your state now, Edo and Lagos.
They have been converted.
They have been converted, okay. So I'm looking at now Ondo's election. Okay. Now, APC and PDP are accusing themselves of trying to outrig each other at the election. And on Saturday Tribune, that was last Saturday, we saw where they said foodstuff staples like garri rice is being shared by politicians to sway the voters. Well, you think that people are still collecting this food and money because of the election? What does that mean for Nigeria?
See, God bless you. First and foremost, good morning to our viewers, Nigeria diaspora.
Yes.
You see, in the beginning was the world, and the world was with God, and God was with the world. Yes. Now in Nigeria, yesterday Nigeria was good, but now Nigeria is not good anymore. You see, now they now create a platform, yes, whereby they will not starve you to death because of what they are going to gain in future. So we see what is happening now. Undermine what is happening in Nigeria. The economy is bad, everything is bad. They are now still sharing food. They are supposed to be stoned.
Oh, the president are going to be stoned.
They are supposed to be stoned to death. But who's going to stone them? They divide the color. They divide Nigeria mindset. They divide Nigeria heart. You see, in a situation like this, you see, okay, the Ikupan governor is APC.
Yes.
Okay, now the opposition is PDP.
Yes.
Okay, the hierarchy of the world is not telling us that it's nothing like PDP anymore. Let us be frank with ourselves.
Nothing like PDP anymore.
Yes, they want to obtain and occupy that territory. the name of one party system.
Oh, you are thinking that Nigeria you may be sliding to a one party system.
See nobody to cough, who are para. Yesterday the girl liver to cough. See the masterminder of all protesters is now in Aso Rock. Who is going to protest?
The masterminder of the protest in Aso Rock.
Yes, the father, the godfather of say one shake propaganda, one shake any government. They will lobby many millions of Nigeria. Yes. At the end of the day, they will win the case. See that's I'm talking about the president of Jagaba. See how they removed Jonathan, the Messiah of Nigeria, the one that was making Nigeria to be alive as a human being. They removed him just because of 1 naira somewhere. Subsidy. Yes. Jonathan time there was no hardship. Just fuel increasement, 10 naira difference or 29 difference. Yes. At the end, the Gaba mobilized almost all Nigeria against him. He went to protest because of his underground interest, and we're not believing that he was making a good language in the future. Don't know that he is a demon. Can you imagine? Okay, see now what is happening. They are now sharing food, and they know that people are hungry wickedly. Are they not supposed to solve the problem of food shortage? Now you want to come to power by all means. You see, frankly speaking, what we are saying is that they want to make Nigeria a one-man party.
So
and it's wrong.
Olu, I want to ask you this question: do you have confidence in INEC to conduct free and fair elections?
You see, when you say do you have confidence, there is no confidence anymore. There is no confidence. A Tata will tell you say there is no confidence because what you are seeing wrong and they say it's right. You see, when you say let's have confidence, I believe that people will collect those stuff and they will vote their choice. But now, APC right from up is bad. Yeah. When the head is bad, the rest is bad. You understand? When the brain have fault, the rest body will not function properly. Yeah. You see, Nigeria system is not functioning properly. And who is in charge? The APC. So now they are trying to make themselves Lord Emperor. And which majority, not even majority, almost all Nigeria is not happy with their system. If we have some supernatural power, we will change them out. You understand what I'm saying? But now nobody is protesting. See the other day they want to protest Songa strike. See what they did? They say you should leave Lagos and go and protest in your state. They now divide the mindset of all Nigeria. You see, the problem is coming. No matter how they do it, there is a problem ahead. Because Nigeria, one day there was a wicked revolution is coming. Because you can't afford to be abiding with them because we are dying of hunger. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. See, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we hear APC don't retain that power there. Because it's 100% possible. Because the whole machinery, they now package it to that side. So, what are we saying? So, we are living the mercy of God, not in the mercy of the present administration.
Mr. Lua, okay,
they are bad.
Okay, Mr. Lua, you are looking at the fact that 2027, you are 2024, 2027 is what people are talking about. Do you have confidence that 2027 there will be a change?
You see, it's a good question.
Yes.
You see, what we are saying now, it will bring birth to 2027. And if it's going to bring birth to 2027, I don't think their fingers will near us rock anymore. That 2027 is going to bring whether Nigeria should be one or Nigeria should go away. If this present situation should continue between now and then, yes, there will be an angry revolution. You see the kind of reform they face. See the kind of reform they face. See petrol. See
how much is that cup of rice now?
Can you imagine a cup of rice when you say it days before? Yes. It's not easy anymore. Okay, talk about some other Gary. Gary is in the last language. Yes. It's not affordable anymore. Okay, where are we going? They are not addressing those issues. What they are trying to pray is they want to be power by all means. Sucking millions. Then they have money now. Trillions. You are hearing trillions. Once in the paper, they talk about trillions, millions, dollars. The whereabouts. They don't really care about us. So 2027, I don't think, according to my system, according to my belief, they should continue like this. I don't believe say they go able see that 4 years for the day now. Because we don't know what will happen for the next minute now. When we're there, nobody know what will happen for the next seconds. Only God knows. But mindset believe that tomorrow we go see tomorrow, we go see next tomorrow. Only God knows. Because the spirit of the land is not happy with the system, and God himself, Almighty God, is not happy with their way of treating his people. He said, let my people go out of this suffering. To the extent the wife said the hardship is not the cost of the husband. Yes. Can you see that language? That if you interpret that language well, you see they are not confessing that they are not capable anymore. That's why you see the particles of suffering. The first time in the history of Nigeria, you see this kind of abject poverty. And you say you are a lion of the body law. It's our turn, it's my turn. Okay, now where are we going to? We are tired of their system, and their system, and they know with their mind. Okay, now anything can happen at any time. But now I believe, and I know with time of sprinkle revolution, massive protest. Yes. Not the one that will say, okay, now they are pocket Nigeria Labour Congress. Yes. They are pocket them, they divide the whole. Yes. See, yesterday when Oshimole was there, it was on the days of Obasanjo. Yes. Oshimole take the bull by the horn, say, na lie, na lie, na lie. It not be. But now, there's a division. There's no more Labour Congress anymore. See, they want to fight for us, but now we don't have to fight for us. So we depend on God, because somehow, Sunday, there's going to be a revolutionary to end this department of suffering. We are suffering. We are dying here. We are not in the country anymore. We are just answering Nigeria. You say, okay, you are in Nigeria. What can you prove as in Nigeria? Zero. The other day, the other one came to Sowore or something like. He said we should pray for our president. How will you pray for your president? What bring that language? Pray for your president. Pray for your nation. It's a language. It's a common language that we all know. When you not come outside, you not bring that statement. You are trying to let us know that the people are not happy with your government. Yes. You are using directly to say we should. Everybody pray every morning. Yes. If you wake up, you pray, say thank God for your life. Yes. Thank God, let today be okay. So now Nigeria is totally collapsed.
Okay. Mr. Lua, I must allow you go. But thanks for coming on that platform, and God bless you, Mr. Lua. Have a lovely day. Mr. Lawrence Salo, today you are going to have much time. Yesterday it was interrupted because of this transport and everything. Good morning, Salo. You have to speak up. You have to speak up, Sabo. I'll be asking you this question. This said by a Obama, he said that Nigeria as it is now is against the progress of the Igbos. That there is an agreement, maybe somewhere, that the Igbos should not be allowed to get to power. What do you have to say concerning this?
Yeah, whether agreement or no agreement, if you want the hand of the war, yes, you will see the handwriting. Since even though being done told, when you and someone fights, yes, the person win or win the person, yes, we cannot allow that person to come to the power, because you know that the person will do what, will revenge back. This is the thing about Nigeria government, that they cannot allow Igbo man to reach that extent to climb the power. I'm not surprised for that kind of statement, and what Sowore is saying is, to me, is the truth of, yeah, it's the truth, but is it what will make Nigeria cannot be forward? Without Igbo, yes, if Nigeria cannot go forward, Hausa and Yoruba, there are people that hold this power more than 40-something years now. Yes. If you minus 8 years or 6 years of Jonathan, the remaining years is Hausa, Yoruba, Hausa and Yoruba. Yes. Why those two people cannot deliver their papers? Forget Igbo for this issue now. Are you getting me? Yes. In this west, southwest and north, they are the states and the country that have more poverty than Igbo land.
Even as, like you said, even as Igbos have not been given power, their level of poverty is very, very low. And the people that have power, their level of poverty is very, very high. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, if you go to Igbo land, we struggle because when you grow in the jungle,
Yes.
you must know how to defend yourself. Don't, you will not allow the lions to eat inside jungle.
Yes.
The Igbos, the people that go inside jungle,
Yes.
we know how to defend ourselves. When that hardship come, you watch Nigeria, yeah, Igbos make much money when hardship start in Nigeria.
Oh, you are saying that the Igbos make more money if there's hardship.
Yes.
Can you expatiate further?
Now, you see what is going on in Nigeria now. Let me use like food. They block border many years. Are you getting this? Because of what? The business, the transaction Igbos and the foreign country is doing.
Yes.
They block the border. What is Igbo man doing? There's snake. And do it. Try by all means to bring food for table for Nigerians. When that food come, what the Igbo man will do that? He increase the goods. Who is the suffering the problem? It is the same Nigerians people. If you come to Nigeria, yeah, let's use, we have like 100 businessmen in Nigeria, for example, now. The Igbo man collect 80 something. You see that it cannot affect them like other tribes. In your family, have importer, I have importer, I have importer, I have importer. Bring your own, my brother. Let's do exchange. We cannot feel it like others. Your family didn't have that kind of thing. They must come my place and buy. If they don't buy my hand, they will go my brother place and buy. If they don't buy my brother place, they will go another place. The money you will still rotate.
Yes.
For the family, and the people that know the whole economic of Nigeria is the Igbos.
Then, if you say the Igbos own the economy of Nigeria, why is there no seaport in Igbo land?
Yeah, the reason I do not have seaport in Nigeria, in what the Lagos states and Nigeria
Yes.
making for this airport,
Yes.
if they allow that airport go for Igbo land,
Yes.
federal government will not have much power again, and the increase of tax will not be like that. Now let Igbo have like 2 seaports or 3 seaports. You see that the goods will do what? Will come down. The west and the north must come Igbo land and buy the thing. You see that there are people that suffer more than others. Because when you pay the transportation from the southeast to Lagos or from southeast to the north, you know how much they are doing what? They are suffering for the thing. Now that's the reason why they not allow Igbo man to have seaport for the southeast. The one in the southwest, yeah, we still have the master of the game. We still come from southwest, yeah, buy their house, buy their land, do our business, and the bill, they are still going for their head of the citizens of the land. Are you getting me?
Yes.
That is the reason why I say that when things come hard in Nigeria, that's when Igbo man make it more and more. I remember when Obasanjo is the president of Nigeria, he did what? He may bring a custom officer. Yes. Because of what? You know that 75% of people that do business is the Igbos. Yes. What do we do that? We still need those custom officers and interrupt with them. Guys, do like this. You collect your own, I collect my own. Let's business move. And that's what we are doing. And any government in the world, in a nation that you always increase the tax for your citizens. My brother, mostly tax. If you always increase the tax for your citizens, my brother, you are not going anywhere. Allow your importation to be what? Cheap. We go outside country and buy goods cheap. Then from Nigeria here to bring it inside, it's more expensive than money used to buy the goods. Which people are you putting the hash? Is it the importer? The importer man can borrow money anywhere and release the goods, and your people must pay it. That is the reason why I say that Igbo man make much money when they say that hardship, because we grow in the jungle. We already know their language than others.
So now, let me ask you this question, man. Bandits burn maize farms in Kaduna. Our means of livelihood is gone. Farmers attack and worship push or take enterprises. We are probing incident, the police. Do you think that there may be people that are sponsoring these bandits in the north?
Ross, number one, I will first blame Southwest.
You blame Southwest?
Yes.
Why?
Thank you. When we see a blind person,
yes,
somebody cannot read and write, somebody cannot manage a family, you say this person will rule the nation. Are you getting me?
You are right. Yes.
When Jonathan is a president of Nigeria, he tried to manage Nigeria very well. But the Southwest said that no, a woman cannot rule Nigeria, a drunkard cannot rule Nigeria. They have the intelligent man can control Nigeria. They brought our former president called Muhammadu Buhari.
Yes.
Immediately Muhammadu Buhari come in power,
yes,
he never know how to manage government. He said that everybody go to what? Farm. He block border. And then the same person, they have started the terrorists in Nigeria. Because when Jonathan win the election, he said that I will make your government ungovernable. Who will make the Jonathan government ungovernable? Is it me? It's the people that will bring from different nations to come to destroy the Eastern government. And my brother, now those people already have ground in Nigeria. If you like to leave the place you are licking honey, you can't leave. Those terrorists, they are licking honey in Nigeria, they cannot leave Nigeria. That is what the Southwest brought for us. Because if it's Southwest that allow Buhari to enter power, this kind of mess cannot happen. That is the reason why I say I blame Southwest. Because Southwest is like a woman in Nigeria. Who Southwest supports? This is the person who win election. Hausa and the Igbo is the husband. Who owns the house is a woman. When the woman turn back against you, when the woman want to finish your husband, you know how you use it? You can use food, you can use sex and finish the man. That's what the Southwest is. And the North knows Southwest very well. That's the reason why the North hold Southwest very tight. They cannot leave Southwest. They use achieve what they are looking for. And now Southwest to do their own too. Say that they cannot leave North, and that's the opportunity to do their own. That's what is going on in Nigeria. My brother, what Sowore said is reality. And what I'm telling the Igbos, the Biafrans, we will not have any hope in Nigeria.
So the Igbos does not have hope in Nigeria.
Yes.
Now, let me take you to what the minority leader of the House, Mr. Ogochire, said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu might not release Nnamdi Kanu, maybe because he's continuing where Buhari stopped. Do you think that releasing of Nnamdi Kanu in the south will bring much more peace in the southeast?
Well, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a leader of indigenous of Biafra. When you hold your leader, do you think that that place will be peace? You hold a leader that carried the whole nation for shoulder. What caused First World War? One person.
One person.
Now, the indigenous of Biafra, you hold their leader. Peace cannot reign till they release that young man, our leader. It's not only Southeast, entire Nigeria.
What so you are thinking that peace might not reign if Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention?
Peace cannot reign He can't.
But I'm asking this question, an Igbo man. Ohanes Indigo, what are they doing concerning the release of Nnamdi Kanu?
Ohanes Indigo is that number one, it's not Ohanes Indigo arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
I mean, what are they doing? I mean, even the governors, the politicians.
Anything called appointee have limits. Ohanes Indigo have limits. They cannot force Mr. President to release their son. They will do the little one they can do. Are you getting me? It's the same thing the governors. Number one, it's not the governors that arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe the hand might be there. There is not them have the final say. The person that has the final say, the cabas of the Nigerians. Maybe Mr. President don't have final say. And you can see that the people that put her there. That's why I said that the cabas, the Mr. President can be the number one among of the cabas. There is the people can release Mazi Nnamdi. But what I'm telling you that time is coming. Nigerians as a whole, they have power to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything in life have time. And expiring date. And what I'm saying now, the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the jungle of Nigeria is already expired.
Okay. So I must let you go. Let me have Evangelist Ben. Evangelist Ben, please. Good morning, sir. God bless you, sir. Lord. Thanks for coming. To have you again. Evangelist Ben. God servants, evangelist. Good morning, sir. Evangelist Ben.
Good morning.
I want to take you on this. It is a trending topic. It's on Sunday when Sowore did the podcast. He said that Nigeria is against the development of the Igbos, and the Igbos, their progress will be limited in one Nigeria. And again, that he said that there may be some people that are against the Igbos to become leaders of Nigeria. What do you have to say about this, Evangelist Ben?
God bless you, and remember my humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson, as a snatchy, the only Biafran evangelist who speaks the truth and stand by the truth and ready to end by the truth, according to the scripture, the word of God. Yes. So today, glory be to God that is coming from him, the Sahara report.
Yes.
Good and fine. I read it, I saw it.
Okay.
And I'm happy that the strong spirit of the Biafra is not just moving within the Igbos now, it's moving in a diaspora of the so-called country, Nigeria. The people are not saying the truth. There is another man called Remi Oyeyemi who stated clearly, and he pointed out some issues, reasons why if Nigeria should develop, and if Nigeria should go in progress, there is a need for breakup. Yes, because Nigerian leaders or elders or some certain ethnic group in Nigeria have refused to acknowledge the importance and the advantage, the role of the Igbos, the Biafrans, has to play for the future of this their country called Nigeria, because I'm a Biafran. This is their country called Nigeria.
But you're not, as at now, you're in Nigeria, because we are in Nigeria.
Okay, as at now.
Yes, we're in Nigeria.
In spirit, I am not.
Okay.
Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
So, one day I was addressing some people, even I discussed with somebody 3 days ago, in issues like this.
Yes.
A nation whereby not just okay, when I use the word a nation, include family as well. In a family or a nation whereby some potentials being discovered but it's not being recognized, that family doesn't go far. It doesn't matter who carry the glory. Embrace that glory so that the light that is in that glory will shine and reach those who doesn't have the glory. The glory will as well reach them. Listen and listen good. And I say on that discussion, I told them that if truly and actually that Nigeria wanted to develop, or they want to grow.
Yes.
And they intend to go far.
Yes.
Just like other big nations, like the way they are seen, you know, they call Nigeria giant of Africa. That is what they believe is their slogan.
Yes.
Now listen, a giant of a place just like America, go to America today. America is the giant of the world. And when you go to a giant of the world like America, you will see a Nigerian man handling a post.
Yes.
In their government. Currently, as I'm talking to you, go to Canada. That is the people who want to move forward. Go to Canada. A Nigerian person won governorship election in Canada. He's a governor in Canada. As I'm talking to you, and a Canadian contested with him, and he won the Canadian, and they welcomed the person with all their heart. That thing that is here, bring it to our country. Let's develop this place. Now, in terms of technology, in terms of economic development and power, the Eastern and the Igbos have it. Are you getting it?
Yes.
What stops Nigeria, so-called the people in corridor of power,
yes,
not embrace it?
Let me inform our viewers. 4 Nigerians, Dr. Oyeolewa, these people, they won elections in US, District of Columbia, Chiakabari, Gindera District, Australia, Shegun Adeyino, Georgia, USA, Ayemi Molade, Colorado School. What I'm saying is that if Nigerians can be winning elections abroad, why can't Nigerians win election
in Nigeria? God bless you. That is the area I'm going to.
Yes.
Look at what played last year, 2023 election.
Yes.
Obi is an Igbo man because he's an Igbo man, which at the end of the day, they said it categorically that Igbo will not rule Nigeria. Why? And you say that the same Igbo that can not rule Nigeria is not capable of ruling because he's a Nigerian that he will not rule Nigeria.
Yes.
No, tell me, how will Nigeria move forward? Try his idea. The outside, the Yorubas have been ruling Nigeria. Look at the state we find ourselves. Why not try these people?
So on Saturday, let me inform our viewers. On Saturday, I'll be having this exclusive report from a northerner, a very very northerner, Professor Ango Abdullah. He said Nigeria expired 10 years ago, and we need to renegotiate and we need reformation in Nigeria. But on Saturday, we'll be having this as a topic. Okay. So what you are saying, you can react to this too.
Okay, on Saturday, we'll go to that.
Yes.
God bless you.
Nigeria has expired 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Glory be to God for that. Now, I come back to what I was saying, explaining. You know, in advanced countries like that, they allow, if they can allow the non-indigenous, the people that migrate from another country,
yes,
to win election and occupy position in their country, to bring out the talents that they have from their place, yes, to bring it in their own place. That is the people who want development. That is the people who want something good, yes, who want to continue marching forward.
Yes.
But in a country called Nigeria, Igbo man, you neglect him. Igbo man is nobody. Igbo man has nothing. And the way you look at the Igbo man that has nothing, you that have something, what have you produced for the development of the same country? Now, come to think of it, when you talk of shoe, clothing, yes, talk of other aspects of intelligence, of technology, Igbos have it. It's a gift from God, natural gift by grace of God. And I told them that if I happen to be the president of this country, yes, you know what I will do? They say Igbo no feed the Igbo Baba. I will go to Ariaba. You see all those guys, you see all this seat, this car, the seat, they can build it. Yes, they can do it. Give them the support that they need. I will come to the West. What is the West good at? What are they good at? Give them the support. Go to the North, because every part of this country has something good in them. They have something to do. Encourage them on each department. You know that they are good to balance the country. Give them that recognition from the federal. Give every part their recognition and let them see that yes, Nigeria, God over bless this country called Nigeria, but we and it now is not qualified to rule the country called Nigeria, and you expect him to be happy for the country.
asking a question. In a family that you have been neglected, will you be happy to introduce yourself, identify yourself as a member of that family? You will separate yourself.
Yes.
You separate yourself. And let me tell you the gospel truth. The Northerners, the Fulanis, and the rest other part of some Yorubas contributed to what Nigeria is facing today. Even this breakup of a thing that the Igbos have made up their mind. Like me, we have made up our mind to go. It was as a result of their attitude and their essaying, which he don't supposed to. If somebody win the election, please give it to him. Try the idea of that person. Because as every one of us are here now,
yes,
there is something that is unique about each other, about one another. What I have, you don't have it, and that which you have, I don't have it. But when there is an adage my people used to say, meaning that when you are urinating, when you urinate it in a particular place together, if you are urinating, for example, now watch you are urinating, you will see it will be foaming. But if you urinate here, turn this side, it will not foam. It's a proverb and it's a word. Thank God this is Africa. We proverb,
yes,
and we deal with the proverb.
Yes.
So so 2 heads, they say, is better than 1.
Yes.
But at the same time, 2 empty heads is not better than 1. 1 is better than 2 empty heads.
Yes.
You get it? So as it is now, currently now, all the heads that have come together in Nigeria to rule this country have not produced anything positive.
Okay.
Why don't we, just as that man said, find alternative? Like a former president have already stated, he said something, Olusegun Obasanjo.
Yes.
He said that he doesn't want Nigeria to divide in a violent way. He said he wants Nigeria to divide in a peaceful way, so that they can come together again, emerge as United Nations, just like UK. We have UK, United Kingdom.
Yes.
But they have their differences before. They were together before they splitted, then come back to form that unison. You understand? It is possible in Africa, and that is exactly where we are heading to, the Biafra.
So thanks for coming.
God bless
like
you.
I said on Saturday, we're having that long discussion. Everybody be involved.
All right.
That according to Professor Ango Abdullahi, Nigeria has expired 10 years ago. That's his opinion, and it's a very popular person from the north. But thanks for coming, Reverend Benjamin. God bless you, sir. Let's shut down the okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the upcoming elections in Ondo State. You have seen 2 major political parties. They are fighting themselves and accusing themselves of rigging or plots to rig the elections. What do you have to say? And do you think that Nigeria still have confidence in INEC subsequent elections?
Thank you for having me. I think I can only speak for myself.
Yes.
Because I may not be able to know what is inherent in the mind of Nigerians.
Yes.
I have not conducted the survey.
Yes.
But for me, I don't have confidence in our electoral system. This is not far-fetched. We saw the way the 2023 presidential election was conducted.
Yes.
We saw how Nigerians in the build-up to that election, how almost all the stakeholders put pressure on federal government, National Assembly to amend some relevant sections of the Electoral Act, particularly the area that deal with the transmission of election results. And that section was actually amended, and as we have it, the then President Muhammadu Buhari assented to it. It became a law. And when INEC could come up with their guideline for election, they were emphatic that they were going to transmit election results electronically.
Yes.
But at the nick of time, they reneged. And that was the bane of the contest of that election up to Supreme Court.
Yes.
And the issues that have to do with that election, the grievance, have not, is still with us. Even if Supreme Court already validated the election of Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Yes.
Because one of the judges of Supreme Court before now have said that Supreme Court is final because they are the highest arbiter in the land, not because their judgment or their decision is infallible.
Yes.
So to that extent, they are still human.
Yes.
But the point is,
Let us greet Miss Gladys Oyaboy. Say good morning, watching from Rochester, New York, and she said, well, all is well. So continue.
To be quite honest with you, I do not have confidence in our electoral system.
Yes.
We are seeing what happened in Edo State. We are going to witness Ondo. The way it is, the only way you can make Nigerians to have confidence in the electoral process is to ensure that vote counts.
That vote count.
Until we are, because one thing is certain, if vote is not counting, people will not be interested in the electoral process. That's why you see voter apathy. That's why you see in an election, the percentage of those who come out to vote is not up to 40% out of the total registered voters. Because they don't have confidence in the process. So for me, the only way Nigerians will start having confidence in the electoral process is if votes start counting. And the vote can only start counting when you reduce human interference. And the only way you can reduce human interference is to deepen our democracy by amending some relevant sections of the electoral act, particularly that transmission of election results. We have seen that INEC is not responsible enough to be allowed to parade discretionary power. Because that was what they gave them in that 2023 presidential election, and we have seen that it was abused. Because the excuse of network glitch they gave, for me, is not acceptable. And to many Nigerians, is not acceptable. So I think, unfortunately anyway, Nigerians, stakeholders are not yet speaking to that issue. Amend that electoral act. Remove the power of discretion from INEC. Let us have specifics. You must transmit election result electronically. Outside that, let the result be null and void. Let it be entrenched in our electoral act. For me, that is the way to go.
So let me take you on this, because bandits again invaded a farm in the north, and some farmers were reportedly killed and everything. But then, like this is on the daily trust, like I said, Barry Bond makes farms in Kaduna. Our means of livelihood is gone, but attack can worsen food shortages. I remember that I did an interview with a man from Benue State who his family had to be sending. Ordinarily, his family sent him food from Benue State. He's now sending his family food from Lagos, and that's an irony. It's like pouring a cup of water into an ocean. Benue State is supposed to be the food basket of the nation. When somebody is now sending food from Lagos to Benue State, that's the start development. What do you have to say about these incessant killings, destructions of farms by the bandits in the north?
To be quite honest with you, as a matter of demand,
yes,
we demand that the government, we demand that the president,
yes,
Senator Amebola Tinubu, protect life and property.
Yes.
When he does that, he's not doing anybody any favor. It's equivalent to him to protect life and property. And the constitution is very clear about what shall constitute the primary purpose of governance. I think section 14 of that constitution has amended. It's very clear that the weapon of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. Yes. So to that extent, it is at the foundation of governance. Having said that, I've said it repeatedly, and I think it cannot be emphasized, that as a government, yes, you must possess monopoly of coercive power.
You always say it, yes.
If you don't have it, you will be suffering what we are suffering today. How can you tell me that a Toji Bello burned down a military vehicle?
Yes.
As we speak, it's not a record that he has been arrested, meaning he's still within Nigerian sovereignty, wreaking havoc, and all that.
Let me
I just read that the Lakurawa, yes, terror group, though they say it's new, yes, there's another leaders that come out to say they have been with us since 2017. However, whether it's new, whether it's old, the point is, will they still be existing in America if it were to be America after that day they announced their existence became known to the government?
In America, in Russia, in UK, in Japan.
So if this all imagination where you say Nigeria is a sovereign state, within that same sovereignty, you have a terror group who now take territory in Sokoto, who now collect tax, who now adjudicate over cases, who now impose fine, yes, who now take people's cow at will. You need to ask, are we a sovereign state?
Yes.
To be quite honest with you, we are living by the grace of God. To be quite honest with you, we in Lagos, yes, we enjoy. And some other part of the southern part of the country, yes, is not as what they have in the north is not as good as what we have in the south in terms of security of lives and property. For what I just read today,
yes,
it's not about read. Another was it is an audio I listened to.
yes.
Another was lamenting that even the traditional rulers in the north,
yes,
in that Sokoto where the Lakurawa goes through,
yes,
that they are handicapped because if they go against the dictates of those terror groups, they will kill them. So the point is, the government must rise to its occasion, rise to the occasion, and acquire power to protect lives and property of Nigerians.
Yes.
It is not a matter of I've said you are not doing anybody any favor you protect life and property. Yes. It's something that behoves on you to do, and they must do it.
Yes. So I wanted to take you on this before you went on and on. Lakurawa had told Bello people, leave this enclave for us. You are in charge now. You foresee a war because they understand that there was a war between Boko Haram and then Fulani Esme. So that even two forces of Boko Haram they fought and won the second. The man that was killed, Abaka Shekau, the father by the military, it was another father of Boko Haram, Iswap, that allegedly killed him. Now, do you foresee a war in the north between two terrorist groups? And then what is the impact of our escaping justice in all this?
I think it was even the conflict between Boko Haram and Iswap, yes, that ended up decimating Boko Haram to the level of today. If it were to do with the capacity of Nigerian army, yes, in dealing with them, I don't think we would have get to them up to the point where they have lost capacity to this level. So if your enemy, yes, two of your enemies engage in conflict, yes, I think it's to your own blessing in disguise. Yes. So if Lakurawa and some other terror group fight among themselves, kill themselves, it's to the advantage of Nigeria. But we should not be waiting for that to solve our problem. As a government, yes, it behoves on you to protect life and property. You must not leverage on the crisis between two terror groups to say it's a huru.
So, Pastor, now I must let you go now. But this will be the final question. Over 46,000 Nigerians now, over 240,000 subscribers have been lost by multi-choice. Nigerians cannot cope again. Look at this 200 naira, 1 gallon of rice. What does that mean for Nigerians? If Nigerians cannot subscribe to Go TV or Audio TV, Nigerians are now buying even rice in a sachet. Now, I'm telling you the price of rice, 11,000 naira is the price of 11,000 naira is the 5 kg of rice in Nigeria. As I came years ago, 11,000 naira can almost buy you 50 kg, almost 2 bags of rice. And they are grasping under this economic hardship. What is the way out for Nigerians?
The way out for Nigerians is to be resolute, yes, and decide that they need freedom. As long as people have the power to perpetuate themselves into power, yes, I don't think they will be accountable to the people. And as long as they are not accountable to the people, we continue to experience what we are experiencing. And because for the government, they think that come 2027, after all, they have the control of the police, the army, the DSS, the civil pays the piper to take the toll, the federal government pays the INEC and all that. So I don't think they will be willing to listen to any opinion that is talking about the welfare of the people. Yes. So for me, the best bet is come 2027, that is the only way we can address this. Let Nigerians be resolute and say yes, we need a change, and let it reflect through the ballot.
So, Pastor, I must let you go now. Thanks for coming to this wonderful platform again, Mr. Consistency, and God bless you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we are looking at again Ondo 2024 elections. What is the way out for Nigeria? I've been asking series of questions. I've been asking Nigerians, and I'm having Mr. Femi again on this wonderful platform this morning. You are welcome, Mr. Femi.
Thank you.
And as a Yoruba man, you are from Osun State.
Of course, yes.
But Ondo election is next.
All right.
2024 Ondo decide. Two parties are now accusing themselves. PDP is saying APC want to win the election. APC is saying PDP want to win the election. And in Nigeria, in quote, the highest rigor always wins. What is the way out for Nigerians?
Let me tell you, there is no way out. I don't see it coming. Why? Because who are the people that they are going to use? You see, me, people like me and you.
Yes.
everybody have different category of role to play in this their rigging. Yes. There are some, the cabal, they are the one that they will give money that will be sharing to people like Iyalojas, Agberos, people from churches. Yes. And before it reach the grassroots people like me, that I don't know anything except to collect money. Even this day, they make it so easy to the extent that you don't need to struggle to collect money. So far, they will just be around. So far, you vote and they know you vote for them. You collect money. So since Nigeria, like I like your comment one day that you said that maybe in Nigeria we should redefine our democracy. Yes, of course. Maybe if that is the ideology, then if you want to describe democracy, describe it in Nigerian terms. Maybe they should say describe democracy in Nigerian terms. Yes. So that is define democracy in Nigerian terms. That is because I believe that the game that we have been playing since the 60s, yes, up to this moment, if Papa Care is not taking, that's how we are going to be doing it. And like I said that. Well, I don't want to sound pessimistic, yes, much, but I believe that maybe one day will be one day what will curb this thing. A president, maybe he himself will do it, finish, and he say, have I not made the mistake? Have I not shoot myself in the leg? Yes. And we make sure that we push the whole Nigeria to the extent that it will not be easy for you to rig election in Nigeria. I will not say it will not be possible, yes, to rig, but it will be very hard. Because let me tell you, even Donald Trump last election, I'm not talking about this one, the one that brought Joe Biden in. Yes. Donald Trump contested the election to the extent that people have been occupying Capitol. Yes. And Donald Trump first election that brought Donald Trump in. In fact, we were told that Russia has influence in that election. Yes. So yes, even if you are saying you are using by data, you are using whatever, people can hack. We have hacker. And what is the financial capability of Nigeria that they will use a strong hacking, anti-hacking something. Yes. People doing cyber attack, they can attack your system. What if Iran can be attacked, yes, with cyber? So what is Nigeria? What are we talking about? So, but I believe that very soon, yes, as time goes on, but it's not on that Tinubu, because yes, why do you say so? No, it's not on that Tinubu. Like I just said that. There are people like Tinubu, he's something that he's a politician. 85% of his life is about politics. If Tinubu drink water, he drink politics. Yes. If he hits politically, yes, he have sex with his wife politically. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So that's what really happened. But maybe God will have Nigeria one day. We will still have another leader like Yaradua that said the election that brought me in is not a perfect election. Then they will start electoral process. And you know that the electoral process have started. Yes. It's going, but we have not reached where we are going. You cannot compare how people will rig election in those days till now. People have been aware that there is something called papers. Yes. There is something called this. So since we are going, one day will be one day, somebody will just leapfrog us and we will jump into that place. Maybe that time, only what it remains is that you will have to pay people to vote for you, but to go and rig election, it may not be possible. So let me take you on this. It's a little bit of history, but I must take you on that. Okay. How Nigerians are falling. Nigeria as a country, how we are falling. This is Dunlop NTC, Lagos Tennis Classic in 1978. The price in Naira, listen to me, 1978 Lagos Tennis Classic. The price in Naira was 10,220 Naira. But the price in dollar was $30,100. So as at 1978, Naira is far bigger than dollar. Look at where we are today. Of course, what do you think made Nigeria to go as low as this just 48 years ago? Let me tell you, it is what it is. Like I usually say, number one, number two. I don't know. We like to tie everything around the value of our currency, and go around the world. You will see some other country that their currency doesn't have much value, yes, but they are developing. How do they do it? Even I don't know, maybe they purposely do it like that. Their currency is low. Yes. A country like I think Japan Korea. Yes. Their currency is not as value as anything. But
they are producing something.
That's what I'm saying. How do they do it? How do they do it? So to me, God give us every potential to have a stronger naira. Yes. Okay, we keep on devaluating it. We keep on devalue it. Why? Because we don't produce. Yes. And people that they don't even have value, the currency don't have value, they are moving forward. What is the problem of Nigeria? It's what is usually baffle me, because if everybody wants to talk now, the rate of naira is because of we have let dollar dominate our activities. When we want to buy food, like even if Dangote we want to become a monopoly in the oil production, yes, we want to be partially supporting him, because no matter what, we are buying it in naira. It will boost naira, or like $10 outside. So Dangote will be buying it with naira. Then naira, I mean the power of naira will increase. Yes. Other than $10 to go and import fuel every day. So why not look inward and look at how we can? These people, they know what they are doing. It is people, I mean, our politicians that are doing. Go and check inside their house. You see dollars. The people that are making Nigeria economy, they are the one keep dollar. They keep the majority of them. They keep dollars inside their house. Yes, they keep dollars in there because they know that our naira will always be bowed down for naira, and they will be doing it in the way, that the naira will always be bound for dollar. So until we change our direction and every hand on desk, and we willingness wish for the way forward for Nigeria, that's when we will get it right.
So I'm allowing you go now. I'll just ask you this question.
Okay.
Multi-choice, that is DSTV.
Okay.
Loses 234,000 subscribers in 6 months. You know what it means?
Yes.
234,000 people say no, we can no longer subscribe to DSTV. That's number one. Number two, a bag of 5 kg of rice, 11,000 naira. As at 10 years ago, 50 kg of 7,000. That means even what 11,000 can buy today for 5 kg, that's 11 can buy 50 kg, almost 2 of them. What is the way out of Nigeria's economic mess?
Even if everything will be so expensive in Nigeria, I don't expect food to be so expensive like this. But very, very unfortunately, a lot of things contributed.
Yes, one of them is, I want to give it to us, which is another newspaper, bandits burn maize farm in Kaduna.
Oh, have you seen it? So if there is no security, everything, you see, security is the bedrock of all development. If there is no security, if there is war now, who can do business during the war? When there is no peace, our full basket of nations are being hijacked. Yes. Some other place like Plateau, there is a constant problem there, always. So what are we talking about? Samfara, all the land, the Bono, it has been taken over by the bandits and the terrorists. So what are we talking about?
On Saturday, get ready for me. We'll be asking this question. Professor Ango Abdullahi said Nigeria has expired. Is it today? 2014. Is it today? Saturday will be having that will be our weekend.
Is it today?
We're having it. Okay. Thanks for coming, Mr. Femi. Just not having you, Mr. David. Mr. David, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Let me help you to fix the mic.
It's good to be here. I need to beat you first.
I'm actually see my leader here. Our leader is here, Pastor. You are very consistent championing the program. Yes, and have been doing a very wonderful work. God will revive this standard. And we are back. We are fully on ground. We will give my standard is back, and the CEO, the support, give you Mr. Oliver the Uncle, and so give God bless Pastor Matthew, who has been promoting this platform too. Yes. Thank you. I've just we have 5 or 10 minutes, but let us start with this. 10 minutes. Oh yeah. Okay. Omoyele said over the weekend that there are plans by other tribes not to make an Igbo man become president. That's number one. Number two, Omoyele continued. He said that the Igbos cannot work in Nigeria unless Nigeria is broken, because people the other tribes are against the Igbos. Do you agree with Omoyele? That's the opinion.
Thank you for that wonderful question. I believe
as Nigerians, we should know what is good and what is bad.
Yes.
We also saw that the hatred against the Igbo man has grown to the extent that Nigerians no longer have values for the Igbos and the political leaders. And that is why you see that Peter Obi was rejected in the court because of this hatred and propaganda. Because some person believe that when giving an Igbo man the mandate to lead this country, he might organize the country. And that is not how it ought to be. Our politicians have bring up have always used tribal sentiment to divide us. Not feeling that Nigeria belongs to everybody. So if you are not giving the Igbo man chance to rule, then how do you expect the Igbo man to be part of this contraption called Nigeria? We also how so many Nigerians came out to support Peter Obi, but the INEC themselves deprived over 200 million Nigerians of who they voted for, just because of there were plans by some set of people to give power to the Yoruba man. And then let's not forget that the presidency is always between Yoruba and Hausa, which is very bad. So that calls that what is the role of the Igbo man? Do you want the Igbo man to continue being slave in his own country? See, nobody in the world will take what the Igbos have swallowed in this country. The hatred against them, the propaganda. Imagine giving the answers. No, imagine giving the answers where some persons bought, where some hoodlums bought dirty vehicles. All the blames are being shifted on the Igbo man. So today, if there is strike, you will say it is Igbo man that is orchestrating the strike. Not only that, see, it is the inability of the government to provide what they have promised to the people. So I think the women have been used as scapegoat in this country, and if you don't want them to be, let them go. See, I cannot continue to be a slave to you, and when it's my turn to become a boss, you deprive me of that opportunity. I cannot continue to be slave anymore.
Okay, let's talk about our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, that's on the front page of the Nation newspaper, he said that democracy best option. Tinubu declares as Okpebholo steps in. What do you think that Okpebholo will bring to the table to Edo State? Mr. Williwan, there is nothing Monday or Okpebholo wants to bring to Edo State. Nigerian politics, Nigeria as a country has expired. Imagine a candidate that did not show up during debates. Now he has come out to say, see, President Bola Tinubu has set the pace that you don't need to call for debate and then become either president-elect or government-elect. So Monday Okpebholo, what plans does that for the people? And where was he able to tell the people his manifesto? Is it during the campaign that nobody will be there to ask questions? A man who could not face, who could not honor Arise TV interview, but eventually today he has got the government said, let's come and see what it has to bring in to the table. But we told that other people have taken their state backward again. A vote for APC is a vote for bad governance. So how many of the APC governors are performing? So coming to say, the people can say same can be said of the PDP governors.
You say what?
People can say that same can be said that all our projects are the same. That the same can be said of PDP governors.
Okay, fine. I said the same thing can be said. Yes. Even the so-called governor Sowore for 8 years, what has only pointed out to? Thank God we have been in the Lagos for years. Go to the state, nothing. So I think Monday Okpebholo does not have anything to offer. When he was a senator, what development did he bring to his constituency? What development did he bring to his constituency? That is my question. So forget all this propaganda. My brother, I tell you, Nigerians, we are also the problem of ourselves. Because a country like this, 2027, some idiots will still go and vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu and say that Tinubu has done well. Literally, Nigerians have lost hope in the institution called INEC. Yes. Because INEC is not telling people to have hope that the election will be credible. When you give Nigerians that the 2020 presidential election will be credible, but that was actually the 2020 election was an eyesore. So you coming now to tell Nigerians that although elections will be credible, although the election will be peaceful, but that is arrant nonsense. And I thank God that 2023 Nigerians will know between the PDP government and the APC government. But I don't be deceived. A government who has the input of Nigerians would work tirelessly to make things affordable. I see in 2015, the Rwanda need a subsidy. This same wicked APC were saying subsidy was bad. Yes. They sought to some gullible Nigerians. Yes. But now is subsidy not helping you? My brother, apart from subsidy, what are we enjoying in this country again? The money that Tinubu has moved from subsidy, where is the money now? Are they good roads? Are they private waters? Are they the vehicles he promises us that vehicles will be stationed, that federal master says will be stationed in every news and quality to convey Nigerians to their various locations. Yeah, where is it? So my brother, I am not anything that happens today. Let Nigeria bear the consequences. So Mr. David, get ready for Saturday. Nigeria has expired over 10 years ago. That's the words of Professor Ango Abdullahi. By Saturday, we are going to expand on this. I am always ready to dissect when it comes to national issues. Senator Ango Abdullahi has always been a vocal elder statesman who has come out to speak against the injustice in Nigeria. And true, my brother, the contraction called Nigeria, my brother, you know expire. You know now. Let me have thanks for the shot. Let me have Mr. Ojukwu as my last reviewer this morning. Mr. Raf, yes, popularly known as Ojukwu to us. Yes. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Real One. Yes, Mr. My last reviewer, even though you are going to take like 2 to 3 minutes because of Boba, we are going to have a longer version of this. The Igbos cannot survive in Nigeria. I feel like this until Nigeria breaks up, then the Igbos are going to succeed the more. That is the word of Omoyele Sowore. Do you agree with him?
I think Sowore has made this statement, I think, earlier this week. And you can see that I've said it on and on, that, Igbos, while in a very tight corner, very hard time, very hard economy, we are progressing and we are succeeding. I don't understand. There's no situation an Igbo man can see himself and fail to excel. I don't understand. So any hard time, any hard economy, any bad governance, any administration that turns their back on Igbos is a stepping block, stepping stone, a climbing ladder to the topmost, part of the success or prosperity for the Igbos. We are using Buhari administration, though the administration of Buhari, I can't judge between Tinubu and the Buhari administration, but it's a continuation of Buhari's administration. You can see that Igbos, they climbed higher and high. Anambra produced the highest number of billionaires in Igbo land from 2015 till date. There is no situation, there is no administration in Nigeria that has not turned their back on the Igbos, except Obasanjo. Obasanjo administration, Yar'Adua administration, and Jonathan administration, they make sure that they balance their mode of appointment. They follow the federal character and they did too well. The Igbos were excelling as well. I don't understand. Presently, Tinubu has come up with his own excruciating policies against the Igbo business merchants. I don't understand what is going on at the Apapa Seaport today. The clearance fares, custom fares, import duties, export duties. See, listen, it's all against the Igbo man. I said it. But there are millions to clear container, to pay for container imported goods into this country. No Igbo man is begging any government to loan him money. We are paying custom duties. We are clearing our containers, our imported goods. We are clearing it, and it is going to be vice versa. If you clear with social amount, you make sure that the market price of your goods will at least equate the amount of money you pay at the seaport. The cost price you must sell in such a way you must not lose. It's vice versa. I don't understand. He that holds someone on the ground is holding himself too. Because if you leave him, he will stand up. So you better bend down and hold him, thereby holding yourself. That is a good demonstration of what is going on in Nigeria. Any administration that comes and go, they roll out policies, foreign policies, to make sure that Igbo businessmen eat concrete. But reverse is the case. Nobody can explain why the Igbos are still thriving, doing well in every excruciating administration or economic policy in Nigeria. It's only God that has the right explanation. Why Igbos are succeeding when it is bad, Igbos are succeeding when it is good, Igbos are excelling. It is only God that will give the explanation, honestly, to the fact. It is destiny of Igbo man to shine, to rise, to spread when the time matters most. That is our destiny.
So let me let you go because maybe you came late.
Yeah.
We are running up. This is the last question.
Yeah.
But by Saturday, be ready. Nigeria has expired since 2014. That will be on Saturday, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But now, let me ask this final question. Do you agree that other tribes are afraid of the Igbos by not making them become president?
Anyway, if you ask me, I'll tell you that the most shared tribe, the most respected tribe, the most daring tribe in Nigeria is the Igbos. See, most diplomatic, most republican, most democratic, everything is about Igbos. See, number one tribe that is very, very afraid, highly intimidated of the Igbo, by the Igbo man is Fulani. Fulanis, they are very, very afraid of the Igbos. One, they think that Igbos should be Muslim. That one day they will give national mosque imam, appoint an Igbo man.
I'm not calling you Alhaji Rafael Ojukwu.
It sounds so strange. Okay. So that's it. Fulani did not expect it that after the war, Igbos will not beg food. It's done on them that after the war, we pick up on a very, very swift velocity. The Igbos, before at the closing of the 70s, Igbos have produced billionaires. So that's why Fulani man is much, much aggrieved. Very, very aggrieved in the political leadership of the country, on the political stage of the country, on the commercial and industrial activities of this country. Fulani man is very, very aggrieved, very, very jealous, and what? Envious of Igbo man, because they come up with every policy that will bring Igbo man down. And today we've seen it. Igbo man is on the high rate, growth. The growth and the rate of poverty rate in Nigeria is in the north. Fulani man and all those tribes that are supporting them, Alhaji, Garba, Ibrahim, Yakubu, Mahmudu, all of them, they are the one. That's why you see all their Almajiris. Almajirism is an ideology brought by Islam. They gave them plates. Almajiri, Babia Allah, Babia Allah. They start singing for you. Babia Allah from Sokoto to Boronu, from Boronu to Kanu, Kanu to Southern Kaduna, Babia Allah everywhere. And you can never see Babia Allah in Igbo land. No Almajirism in the southeastern Nigeria, because why? The rate of poverty is lowest there. We work hard, we cultivate the land, we work hard in our various business establishments across Africa, and God blesses us. We make our money. No Almajiri, no Islam in the southeastern Nigeria. Islamization process, as in the meeting or summit of all Arab councils, state of countries or whatever, that Tinubu attended recently. If you ask me, it is questionable. It is impeachable. It is an offense. I tell you, it is not ongoing well with a presidential system of government, and that is what we practice in Nigeria. We are a federal structure. I don't really understand. Nobody can come and mount his religion on me or you. You have right to worship anything you want. Tinubu has made it obvious today that Nigeria is an Arab republic, Islamic republic. No, to that kind of ideology. We are turning our back on that. We can never
ever succumb to intimidation.
Okay, Mr. Raf, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
And God bless you.
Mr. Rewa, thank you.
Yes, finally, you have reached the conclusion of our program this morning. Thanks to all our viewers. Birthday man is here. I want to close because I don't know you're coming, but I don't know the Lagos. Now everybody is saying, hold on, everybody is saying, keep our face. Everybody is saying, I don't know Lagos. I don't know Lagos. People are looking at you. I know they're looking like, who is Edo talking to? On your birthday. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday.
You know, some of these people, they are very funny.
Yes.
When they are selling mineral, they carry everything put there. Say mineral is there. I say you should remove that thing first.
You are buying minerals for people on your birthday.
Go everywhere we just say, I know when you say, you know, say the guys are hungry. But they tell you that 100,000. Anyway, good morning. God bless you.
Today's his birthday. Like I said, you can show his today's birthday. Don't be very popular place here. You can show him love and it's available. I don't believe today's your birthday, but yesterday was inauguration of your kinsman from Ishan, Monday Okpebolo. He is now in the helms of affairs of the of Edo State. What is the way forward now that your own man from Ishan is the governor of your state? That's
why we did not vote for him.
Yes.
But as an Ishan man from the Igudalo and the Apoboro,
yes,
let's see what he's going to do for 100 days. What I need is that Prosper-Omoyele 8 years did not touch Central.
Don't Lagos. David is asking you. Don't Lagos.
See, yes. Prosper-Omoyele did not touch Europe. Yes. Did not work in Europe. So I decide to say, okay, let's give a chance just 1 year and see what it's going to do. But what I just need in Europe, we need water. Yes. We need roads. We need infrastructure. We need agriculture there. Yes. We need security to stable. Yes. That's what we need. Let's leave this APC, PDP part. After all, PDP, APC, they are the same. Yes. They are the same. So what I want is that I want to see what is going to do in Edo State. For me, under Tinubu, yes, election 0. Whether you like it or not, work for the president, local government, state, or 0. Until we have an independent election. That is where we can preach. For now, anybody can just select selection, not election. For Edo, for me, today is my birthday. Yesterday, Edo governor was inaugurated, but let's watch it and see what he's going to give us. If he did not do that, Edo have politicians who will make noise and pull him out of that place. But I want to tell you, Sowore, you have sent your son to go and be a commissioner for head. Yes. Allow Electoral to work. Just like the way Wike is stopping his governor. Yes, please allow him to work. If not so, Edo will come for you. You know Edo people. Yes. That's why I say Edo no be Lagos. I give you an example. The reason why I say Edo no be Lagos is that if the APC, PDP, if you don't do well, we change. We change you. Yes. But in Lagos State, you remain go party for since 1999. Remain there. You can see Edo we can change. But do us well, we allow you to stay. If you don't do well, we vote you out. So, Mr. Lucky, let me take you down memory lane or historically. I'll ask Mr. Femi the question. As that this is a newspaper. As that 1978, this is Dunlop MTC Lagos Tennis Class Singles Final. As at 1978, that's 48 years ago. Then the prize money was 10,220 naira in naira. In dollar, it was $13,100 in $10,020 naira. Now, as of 48 years ago, naira was stronger than the dollar. Look at it today. That means 1 naira then was like $1.15. But today, $1 now is 1,700. How did you get here as Nigerians? I think if we ask them now, they'll tell us that we always support.
Yes.
Are we the only country that is supporting? Only country? Yes. Togo report. Even
the money of Togo, CFA Benin is bigger than Naira now.
Yesterday, I was with one Togo guy yesterday. He was telling me that Togo money is bigger than Nigeria money.
Yes.
I didn't argue. I want to ask a question, sir.
Yes.
Nigeria need to sit down and think. The only way that will solve that, if you like, analyze it to next year, is let's go back to the regional system, whereby regional southeast, south, or let's say
manage the resources.
West, north. Let's manage our resources. If Tinubu can do that, let me tell you, why people are disappointed for Tinubu is not because of things are very expensive.
Yes.
If Tinubu can, they were expecting Tinubu to go there and say, okay, now the way things is now, state, region, produce what you have.
Yes.
Pay 10% to federal government.
Yes.
Let's see what the North will say. The North will say no. Then we decide to say, okay, that's the case, go. We have been doing that. We have been contributing. What are you contributing? You collect money for federal government to plant Albasa.
Yes.
You come and sell the Albasa for us without subsidy. But in our place, we bring all here.
Yes.
We sell our drinks.
Yes.
We give you enjoy it without paying tax.
Yes.
So bringing tax forward is not the solution. And again, dollars. What do we? They say we are importing. How many people importing in Nigeria now? The only way is to collect these dollars is place regional system on Nigeria now.
Yes.
If it's the river state, let them produce what they have here. If they like export it,
yes,
import it, you see dollars will be different from region A, yes, region B, region C. If your dollar is low here, region A will come to region B. Yes. Let's do that. That's the way. But this central of a thing can no longer hold, cannot work. Again, this central where you bring Albasa money, yes, from south, yes, take it to north, it can't, yes, work. Yes. So I believe for me, Tinubu should do the needful. What is the needful? Let the regional system get good to go.
Okay, I don't know, Lagos.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And today's your birthday. Anything they send, we are going to let you know.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Whatever you, the prayer you send, I know it will reach me from my brother here. God bless you. Thank you. Let me celebrate.
Yes. Yes. Like I said before, I don't know, Lagos. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday to him. Long life and prosperity, and many more good years of his life. Now we are closing now, but again, this should serve as something that Nigeria should think about. As at 1978, we saw how our money was good, but look at where we find ourselves today. That the dollar is now 1,700. Where do we go from here? As historians, how did we find ourselves here? Leadership matters, and it matters who you vote for. To the Ondo electorate, try as much as possible to vote not because of money, not because of food. This will finish. Vote for somebody you think that will give you free and compulsory education. We see, for example, the governor of Abia State, the authority have said free and compulsory education in Abia State for indigenous and non-indigenous. Our father in Yoruba land did it, Obafemi did it under a system of government where there is free and compulsory education for all the people of southwestern Nigeria. All our politicians, they stop thinking about themselves. You go to America, you go to Dubai, you develop these countries, but then you come back to Nigeria and you see the way it is. Are you not ashamed of yourself, all our politicians? When are we going to do this? So this will be the question we should ask ourselves as a nation in Nigeria. All our viewers, thanks for coming. Tomorrow we'll catch you again. God bless you. This is bystanders and the newsstars on your favorite platform, Flip TV. Have a lovely day. We'll see you tomorrow. All your notifications tomorrow will be far better than today's in terms of analysis and the topic. God bless you all, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.